How much should you actually have saved by 30, 40, and 50? It's the question that quietly haunts almost everyone. Am I behind? You've probably seen the chart. The one that says you need 1 times your salary saved by 30, 3 times by 40, and on it climbs, numbers that make your stomach drop and your own balance look hopeless. Here's what nobody tells you: there is no official UK benchmark. No law, no regulator, no single right number. Those scary multiples are imported rules of thumb, useful but blunt. And the real answer depends on the one thing the charts ignore: the income you actually want in retirement. So in the next few minutes we'll do 3 things. We'll sanity check those famous multiples. We'll look at what people your age have really saved, which is oddly reassuring. And then we'll build a benchmark that's genuinely yours, with clear pound figures for 30, 40, and 50, and exactly how to catch up if you're behind. This is general education, not financial advice. Let's find out where you really stand. Start with the rule of thumb you've almost certainly seen: the salary multiples. The best-known version comes from the investment firm Fidelity, and it goes like this. By 30, aim to have roughly 1 times your annual salary saved. By 40, around 3 times. By 50, about 6 times. And by retirement, somewhere near 10 times your salary. So on a £35,000 salary, that's 35,000 saved by 30, 105,000 by 40, and around 210,000 by 50. It's a handy gut check, quick, and better than no target at all. But be careful, because it has 2 blind spots. First, it assumes you'll want to spend roughly your whole salary in retirement, yet many people need less, once the mortgage is gone and the children have flown. Second, it completely ignores the state pension, which, as we'll see, does an enormous amount of the heavy lifting. So treat the multiples as a rough thermometer, not your real target. Tellingly, Fidelity's own UK figures are gentler, closer to 1, 2, and 4 times your salary by 30, 40, and 50. Now for the reassuring part. Forget what you should have for a moment. What do people actually have? According to Fidelity's UK data, the average pension pot is about £19,000 by age 30, around £40,000 by 40, and roughly £80,000 by 50. Add in the average stocks and shares ISA, an individual savings account, a tax-free wrapper for your investments, and the typical saver has a little more on top. 2 takeaways. First, if you've been feeling hopelessly behind, look again. You may be far closer to the pack than you feared. The scary multiples and the real averages are miles apart. But second, and just as important, don't celebrate too soon. The average is not the same as enough. On these typical numbers, most people are quietly undersaving for the retirement they say they want. The government's own analysis says millions are. So average is comforting, but it's a floor to beat, not a finish line. Which is exactly why you need a benchmark built around your life, not someone else's. So let's build the benchmark that's actually yours. It rests on one simple, powerful rule, the rule of 25. Here's the idea in a single line: the pot you need is your target yearly income, minus the state pension, times 25. The times 25 comes from the 4% rule: withdraw about 4% of your pot in the first year, rise with inflation, and it has a good chance of lasting around 30 years. Take a common goal, a moderate retirement, which the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association puts at £32,700 a year for a single person, after tax. Subtract the full new state pension, about £12,500 a year in the 2026 to 27 tax year, and your own savings need to provide roughly £20,000 a year. Times 25, and your target pot is about £500,000. Now here's the part the multiples can't give you, or the milestones. To reach that £500,000 by 67, starting in your mid-20s, you'd want roughly £20,000 saved by 30, about £80,000 by 40, and around £175,000 by 50. Those are your real markers, and notice the shape: small early, then accelerating, because compounding does more and more of the work as the pot grows. A quick honesty note: these are illustrations, assuming steady growth of around 5% a year. Markets don't move in straight lines, and your number shifts with your target income. But this gives you a milestone to aim at, instead of a stranger's multiple. Behind the markers? Don't panic, Here's how to catch up, and the maths is more forgiving than you'd think. The single most powerful lever is your monthly contribution. A neat rule of thumb is the half your age rule. Take the age you start getting serious about your pension, halve it, and aim to put that percentage of your salary in each year, including your employer's share. Start at 30, that's 15%. Start at 40, 20%. And remember, the auto-enrollment minimum of 8% is a legal flaw, not a target. For most people it simply isn't enough on its own. Then stack the free money on top. Capture every penny of your employer match. It's an instant, guaranteed return you'll never beat elsewhere. Take the tax relief, put £80 into a SIP, a self-invested personal pension, and the government tops it up to 100, with higher rate taxpayers able to claim back more. And every time you get a pay rise, lift your contribution before lifestyle creep sets in. You'll never miss money you never started spending. But the most powerful force of all is time. Picture two savers heading for the same £500,000 pot. Start at 25 and you might put away a few £100s a month. Leave it to 45 and that figure can more than triple. Same destination, a far steeper hill. So if you're behind, the move isn't to despair. It's to raise the contribution, grab the match, and start now, because the best time to plant the tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today. So, are you behind? Let's bring it home. There's no official UK number. But now you have real markers. The famous multiples are a rough thermometer: 1, 3, 6 times your salary. The UK averages are reassuring, but a floor to beat, not a finish line. And your true benchmark is built from your own target income, minus the state pension, times 25, which for a moderate retirement points to milestones of about 20,000 by 30, 80,000 by 40, and 175,000 by 50, on the way to roughly 500,000. If you're ahead of those, brilliant, keep going. If you're behind, you now know the levers: raise your contribution toward half your age, capture every employer match, and let time do the heavy lifting. I've built a free calculator that does all of this for you. Put in your age, your savings, and your target, and it tells you whether you're on track and the monthly amount to close the gap. It's linked in the description. So here's my question: are you ahead of your age, or behind, and by how much? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. If this made the numbers feel less scary, subscribe. One video, one concept, no noise. Next time, what £100 a month actually becomes, and why, when it comes to growing wealth, when you start matters far more than how much. See you there.